We can prepare to kill the operation. It ain't fair, but I feel it with the nation. To raise the flag and do the preparation. Welcome to reality, there's no way back. Welcome to reality. On top like forever, man. This is hard beeping after aliens. We on top of the world, be the sapiens. Do you understand massive complication there? Do you really think you know what I'm made of? My flow is so magical, I'm old, call me Gandalf. You can shine, but I'm about to go off. Heard me wanna believe what I'm saying, but I cannot do this at all. Welcome to reality, there's no way back. 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 Time for Slav Polka. It's time for Polka. Start slow. It's time for Polka. fragile, like it was built to break off the handle. How'd we get to this place? We're leaving everything behind for new and exciting feelings, but I won't leave you. Will everything we know be lost and changed for something new? Only time will tell, but I'll be holding you. 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 Let's slow down. I wanna live right now. I'm not worried, thinking about tomorrow. I'm feeling everything I need from you. It's all I believe in. I know you feel it too. Will everything we know be lost and changed for something new? Only time will tell, but I'll be holding you. 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 These roads intersect, on each one I reflect. These lines write my story. These places change me, each one replacing, like night into morning. I miss the open air, the going anywhere, riding with you, like we used to. Guess I'm better off alone, never know when I'll get home, but I know that home's where the heart is. Guess I'm better off this way, moving to better days, but I know that home's where the heart is. Home's where the heart is. The endless journey, I need not worry. I'll get where I'm going. I made it this far, beyond where you are, and I'll keep on growing. I miss the open air, the going anywhere, riding with you.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. My computer, I can't even begin to tell you what's going on. I was just, first of all, sorry, we're misqualifying. I don't know what happened. I joined the server and it just showed everybody in the pits. So I hopped in one of the Discord chats with everybody, and they're like, no, we're driving. So, yeah, not a clue what's going on there. I assumed everybody was in the driver's briefing. That's why nobody was out on track. But, yeah, they are doing the formation lap right now. I will get the grid walk going right now. Hopefully we have enough time to get it done. I'm so sorry about this. My computer's just been terrible. But Justin Turk in P1. David Mustillo in P2. Paul Mariage in P3. And Jake Finn in P4. Now, remember... Oh, I'll get to that at the end, actually. My computer's just dropping massive frames. And... Oh, I don't know what happened to my good bar. I can't see... Guillermo Ferre in P7, Kyle White in P6, Rui Castro in P5. Sorry, I skipped you guys. Kenneth Mateo in P8. Great race for those AMs right there. 6, 7, 8. Nicholas Selig in P9 in the Ferrari. Phil Cryo in P10. Sure, he wishes he was a little further up the grid there. Busy Bubbly in P11. Dean Solomon in P12 in that Audi Backroads Racing livery. Andres Murillo in that lovely purple McLaren in P13. Steve Sloan in the cool dinosaur McLaren in P14. Richard Hartnett, league owner in the dope GTR in P15. Rowdy Burns in P16. Rowdy, I have not watched the movie yet, but one of these days I will, I promise you. Neil Barovitz, I think that's a new livery in P17. Liking that. Ryan Luke in P18 in a Kick livery, follow us on Kick, you guys. And Ian Luscombe in P19 and Abdul in P20. Interesting. I'm assuming he didn't get a lap done.
Green light, give it all you can.
And we are away, got it done just in time. Sorry, my computer is, oh man. Got Mastillo on the inside. Looks like he's going to get the run on Justin there. The table hasn't updated yet, but I believe that is Mastillo. Yep, there it goes. Mastillo up in front. Paul Mariage. See him back there in P3, and I can't remember what the exact standings were, guys, but these top three, Mustillo, Turk, and Mariage, and Finn, actually, I believe they all are, depending on how they finish, could move up in the standings, except for Justin, who is in second place currently. Definitely can't catch Clayton, but he can be caught by, I forget who's behind him. Moving further back the grid, Mateo and Fizzy getting side by side, but Fizzy shuts the door. Mateo trying to go to the inside there. Ooh, he might get it, but Fizzy's gonna get that line there. Ooh, gonna be tough coming into this breaking point. It looks like Mateo's gonna be able to shut the door on him. Good job keeping it clean there, guys. I see Cryo in the background behind him as well. I think that's a new livery for Cryo also. Wait for turn 3 Rex. No turn 3 Rex so far. It could happen on the next lap, I guess, but is it really turn 3? It's more like turn, I don't know how many turns are on this track. You get what I'm saying. All right, pretty clean start for the guys. We had a red flag last night. Richard making a move, maybe. Getting around the outside, goes off the track to get it done. I think Stewart's might have a look at that. I mean, I'm sure he's getting the no time gained notification in the in-game, but I would think that might be leaving track and gaining an advantage there by making the overtake off track. Andres Murillo, we now see getting the move done behind him. So who is that just fallen victim? I think that's Selig. Check up with the leaders. Justin has gotten the lead there. So missed that. We'll stick here for a little while. Paul seems to be sticking great, sticking with him. And, you know, again, no one's really gotten to play Red Bull Ring that much. I mean, obviously, people will have practiced it quite a bit. You see Paul go a little bit wide there in turn 1. But it's a, you know, pretty much brand new track to the game, so nobody's really had a ton of time to practice on it, or iron out their setups as well. Further back, we see some action. Fizzy and Mateo and Fizzy and Phil sort of giving us a lot of action right now. Phil thinking about the inside, not able to do anything there really. And this will be a 90-minute race, you guys. End the finish, or end the season with a bit of a banger, so to speak. Bit of a longer race than we typically do. So endurance will come into play. I wouldn't think any of these guys to be, I mean, obviously these guys are more skilled drivers. None of them are going to be trying to send it. As you see, Phil make me eat my words, though, as he takes Fizzy down the inside. He's going to get that done for sure. Man, Fizzy is just giving that turn to people. Ugh. I'm really tired. Things already kind of calming down. Oh man, I see 66 at the back there. So Richard had a bit of an accident. There's a yellow flag. Why things are quiet. While things are quiet, I guess we can investigate and see what happened. I'm sure it's just a spin. Ooh, man. At least it doesn't go into the wall. Take any damage. I'm sure I'll be able to make up at least a few positions after that. Throw on the autopilot. That's what it does. Autopilot gives us better camera angles. That's what Richard does for most of his broadcasts now, I realize. It's just that. Okay. Boom! Yeah, this is... I like these camera angles way better than the TV1 or TV2. While we are watching, let me pull up the standings. As I do know there's quite a bit to play for. For example, Abdul. Actually, let me jump over to him. Where did he go? So this man in the Mercedes right here had thrown in the towel last week after Cooper's spectacular performance. Had assumed it was in the bag. Cooper had won the championship. All he needs is a third place and fastest lap or better to steal the championship from Cooper Toki. And I don't know what happened. You know, he's normally qualifying front of the grid for the AMs, but Abdul in the back of the grid. So if he wants to get that done, he's got a lot of work to... Mateo is currently leading the rookie, or AM division, sorry. So he's got a lot of work to be done if he wants to catch up and steal the title from Cooper. good cluster of cars right here. But these guys doing a great job of racing clean. And, ooh, as we see, who is that? Kyle White trying to find a way around Cryo. Cryo having to be a little defensive. Cryo can't find a way around Matteo. Matteo doing a great job of holding his own against that pro driver in Cryo. Who, by the way, his performance is probably not going to help me sell this right now, being that he's in 8th place right now. But on our Patreon, so there's multiple tiers of membership if you want to show some love on Patreon. The highest tier is going to come with custom liveries. Honestly, I forget everything. I signed up for it just for the coaching. But you get coaching from the esports coaches. So I had my coaching sessions with Cryo. We're watching in that Lamborghini go wide and almost into the sand right there. Ooh, he's going to get gobbled up. Oh, no! A little bit of contact there. That might be a racing incident. Not sure what that was. But definitely not helping me sell it right now. But after every session with Cryo, I will say I was able to save 3 seconds off of my lap times. Unfortunately, I haven't been the cleanest of drivers. So I get faster and just run into other cars, I guess. So I've been really working on that the latter half of this season. But and Cryo thinks he can help me with that as well. But I'm definitely worth taking a look at. And then obviously we are on YouTube. Give us a like and follow or like and subscribe on YouTube. We are on Kick, trying to get to 75 followers. I'm not sure. I think we might. I know I'm streaming a Kick right now, mainly because I couldn't get the Twitch to work, even though it said it was working. Right now, but so right now we're doing all 3. I couldn't get Twitch to work, so. But yeah, just show your love on all the channels, guys. Check up with the leaders here. Justin Turek, 2 seconds clear of Mustillo behind him. Now, Mustillo and Mariage should be a good battle for championship points right now. Let me see. Ooh, Mustillo's actually pretty far down. Mustillo's got 68 points. And Mariage has 136, so they will not be battling for position right now. However, Mariage is in 4th place in the championship standings, so let me hop on board with him. Where'd he go? Where'd you go, ball? There we are. He is in 4th place in the championship standings and only 10 points behind Jake Finn. So, unfortunately, I don't know the difference in positions and points given out, so I don't know what that would mean for how far ahead he would have to be to finish from Jake Finn to overtake him, but it certainly is possible. And then Phil is only 12 points behind Paul, so at the rate he's going, he wouldn't be able to hop him, but he could. Certainly could. I think he had a car in the pits, maybe? No, it looks like Phil must have had a spin as I said that, unfortunately. Sorry, Cryo. An accident. Ooh, let's take a look. Reaper calling for Sloan and Luscombe contact in turn 1. I can pop that up for as soon as I remember what number. Sloan is number 5. Here's that accident. Oh, I think it popped to a yellow flag. I hate it does this. Like, I'll go to click one of the incidents, and then as soon as I, as I press the button, a new incident pop generates, and so I click the wrong incident. No, that's Sloan. It's definitely slow. That's Solomon, though. Just a little bit of contact. All right, let's throw on auto. Let's see, Rowdy, Phil, and Abdul battling it out. Man, Selig is just plummeting down the grid. I don't know what happened. Did he take some damage? Did anybody see? Because he was like way up there, I believe, in the starting order. And yeah, he's just plummeting down. Going and see the other nice little on-track battles, or, well, championship battles. Richard is only 8 points behind Mustillo. I don't think that's going to be an issue, though, being that Richard's at the back of the grid and Mustillo's at the front of the grid, but you never know. Actually, there's a ton of race left. There's still an hour and 15 minutes left. Reaper asking, which guy's falling off are you talking about? You talking about Selig? Because hey, that's one guy. Holy crap, what did we just... Oh my god. What a time to jump to Maria right there. Half the grid was off the track right there. That was wild. Turret comfortably out in front. That's Barovitz. Yeah, Barovitz. And that dope new livery he's running right now. Defending well actually against Cryo. Was trying to find a way around the outside. Unable to do it. It looks like Cryo maybe struggling a little bit as well as he's getting swallowed up by Fizzy. No, he's gonna be able to hold his own on that inside line. Interesting. Let's take a look at the AM standings as well. I'm looking at the AM standings. Let's see, you got Kyle White and Ian Luscombe tied at 6th place with 110 points. Drew Jensen in front of them at 113 points. It's a very tight cluster right there. Fizzy Bubbly is in 4th place with 124 points, and Rowdy Burns in 3rd place with 130 points. So, Fizzy might be able to hop on the championship podium here if he keeps up the pace he has right now. I feel like I've got it on autopilot, but I feel like it's just not changing. But these guys, I mean, are just driving around the track side by side right now, which is kind of ridiculous. Looks like Justin has a healthy lead. It's grown to 3 seconds. No idea why it does that. Doesn't even get touched and it just stops working. Then I have to unplug it and replug it back in. But yeah. I was saying, Solomon and Fizzy having a nice battle going on here right now. But they aren't in the same class, so they might not press each other too hard. My autopilot is really bad. Man, my computer, I'm sorry guys, my computer is just freezing left and right. Hopefully the stream is coming through okay. All right, Justin Turek, way out in front, almost 5 seconds ahead now. Let's try and find some overtakes. We've got Abdul and Selig giving us a pretty close battle right now. Selig, now I got my mic, so that's probably when my mic stopped working, now that I think about it, because I saw your chat saying, what's with these guys falling off? And that was after I had mentioned something about Selig kind of just plummeting down, because I'm pretty sure he qualified really far up the grid. Actually, I can check that. I don't even know I'm not checking that. Yeah, I mean, he qualified in P9. And it's just kind of been dropping down. So I'm wondering if he's took on some damage or something. Abdul making his way up from the back of the grid, but unfortunately not looking like he's gonna be able to win the championship with this pace right now. Yeah, I don't know. I can't get my autopilot is just not working very well right now. Let's see where we got some guys on grid though. Here we go. Phil also kind of just falling off. I think I mean, he's definitely down from where he qualified. Is my mic not working again? Nope, it's still going. Down from where he qualified, but I feel like he's been really struggling. At least in this opening stint so far. Again, it's a long race, heavy fuel. 5 feet more than these guys are practicing, or used to practicing with. Cryo always taking that inside line. Very interesting. From Stio. Ooh! That line is dangerous. I went off there with 4 minutes to go last night and lost my podium. Spun out into the wall. Had a great battle with, I think it was Rudenko. Shout out to Rudenko. As we see Selig, into the grass back there, but I think he was able to keep it out of the wall. Richard making an overtake, but that was just on Selig, who was off track. Getting excited, wanted to replay that. There's just not a lot going on. It is going to be a quiet one, boys, so we'll throw on autopilot. I'm Mateo and Kyle White, though, giving us something to watch. Very similar colored cars. Those gotta both be just base game liveries. Maybe not, though. No, Mateo's, I'm pretty sure, is a base game livery. The yellow Pirelli in the front, kind of, yeah, and the trim. I'm sure they're both base game liveries. Again, they still have over an hour left in the race, so longer still than our normal races. So just trying to keep it nice and clean. Kyle White looks to dip to the inside. Autopilot should be getting a better view, but for some reason is not. Oh my God, Richard. I'm gonna have you tell me your settings for autopilot because my autopilot is terrible. Here we go, going side by side coming into turn 3. Kyle White looks like he might get to nudge ahead and close him off, and he does. Kyle White with a great overtake. And this is for overall position. And by that I mean they are in the same class. A lot of race left, though. Be keeping an eye on Mateo, see if he can bring it back. I'm sure he'll be trying to. A couple people picking up some penalties. We got Fizzy Bubbly with a 10-seconder. Abdul with a 5-second penalty. See if we can find anybody else on track giving us a battle. Oh, look at these guys in the back here. Some love. Got Ryan Luke in the kick Ferrari. And Ian Luscombe in the Lamborghini behind him. It looks like Luscombe for sure has some damage on his car. I will say, guys, it's a little disappointing, you know. Well, I feel like we're at like maybe half the grid for this. Now I understand it's a longer race. A lot of people don't want to show up for the longer races, but where you at? Be in the chat. Come show some love, guys. And at the same time, it's only 30 minutes longer. It's not like it's ridiculously longer or anything. Looks like nothing's really coming of these two. They're just going to quietly putz around. Probably wait for a mistake from one or the other. Man, I mean, you guys can see the grid map right there. Everybody is really spread out. Some of us need a night off. I feel that as well, Reaper. It was nice, the mid-season break. I enjoyed that. And then I actually ended up picking up a race ban from too many penalty points. So I had extra week off, and then the server wasn't up that week, so we had to postpone that race. So I ended up having 3 weeks off, and it was nice. I understand, it is nice. Sometimes I get into the mode and I'm like, race, I just want to race all day, every day, but it certainly is nice having some time off for sure. Autopilot's gonna throw us right back to Mateo and Kyle White, probably because they are like closest to on track. Miguel, you off to bed? Tired out of nowhere all of a I've been playing Skull and Bones. Honestly, it's borderline on an addiction that I'm kind of ashamed of. But, like last night I was playing, and I was like, man, what time is it? It was like 3 a.m. I thought for sure it might have been like 12:30 at the latest. Oh my God! Speaking of the devil, 3 a.m. Yeah, Miguel, exactly. You get what I'm saying. Yeah, it's time for bed for you too, sir. I feel that. Take it, you must be across the pond over in Europe somewhere. Just hop on board. Oh, just check out Justin's livery. Ah, Cortez, that's nice of you to say, but actually I wasn't the commentator. I was in the race with you as well. Actually, I raced in the Rookies division as well. So that would have been Richard and I think Zach was the other commentator. But classic, yeah. Lots of people make pit stop blunders on their first time.
The pit is now open.
Yeah, like in textbook, literally everybody makes that. Everybody gets the pit stop wrong on their first race. Everybody. Speaking of the devil, actually, as we mentioned that, the pit window is now open. It's a 30-minute pit window too, so gonna be a bit, should be some variation in strategies right now. Ooh, Portugal, nice. Never been anywhere in Europe, but I would love to just travel all of Europe, honestly. I think it's so cool how Europe is, essentially the U.S., but you guys have, we've got all our different states, which are basically a bunch of different ignorant Americans, just slightly different. Whereas, Europe's just a bunch of different cultures and countries and languages and everything. I agree, Cortez. ORL is the best league. Definitely join if you haven't. Definitely like the video if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't. Follow us on Kick if you haven't. Follow us on Twitch if you haven't. Subscribe on Patreon if you haven't. Lots of tiers there too. Lots of tiers, especially for those just getting into sim racing. Lots of big benefits. I mean, you can get some custom liveries made for you, get some coaching going as well. Lots of fun stuff happening. Exactly, the USA. I mean, and I've looked this up. I mean, if you gotta subtract Alaska, the continental U.S. is it's only a tiny bit bigger than Europe, I think. Or it might even be with Alaska. It's a tiny bit bigger than Europe. But yeah, it's just one. It's literally, if Europe was one country, that's what you would get. And it's funny too because it's not like. Like if you go to the people down in the South and the West Coast and the East Coast, there are definitely different cultures in the U.S. But still all one country. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the U.S. could have been split up at least into a couple different countries, like Europe is, and it probably honestly things might be a little better off. I'm doing all right. A little tired. Happy to be here. Glad to watch some racing. For sure. I wish it was a little bit more exciting, though. Last week was exciting. This week, not so much, man. I can't. Hopefully, once the pit stops happen, some excitement will start catching up. But I mean, Justin's running away with it. I mean, you can see the timing table. Everybody's multiple second. There's no gap under Burns and Cryle. Where are they? This is the only gap under a second right now on the grid. Yeah, pretty good race last night. Didn't practice nearly as much as I should have though, and it showed. But ultimately, I had a good race. Choked in the last 4 minutes. Could have been on the podium. But I already know I'll be spending another season in rookie, so I'm not trying to win or anything, and I'm well out of the contention. How's Castro doing? Let's check. He's up in 4th. Oh yeah, Castro! See, yeah, I got 6 concussions, so names I'm not so great with, but once I see their livery, I'm like, oh yeah, boom! Castro had a great race last week, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe it was 2 weeks ago. Castro's got some pace. Yeah, the BOP is kind of wonky. I will say, oh, I still got my autopilot on. That's the I'm on board for a lap with Castro. Yeah, that one I very much like Burns'. I think it's Days of Thunder livery. Choking on my own saliva a little bit. And then someone else had a really cool NASCAR themed one I saw too. I have it, like, I actually had it downloaded, so I used it one time. It was actually also on a Porsche. It's from a movie, but I can't remember it. All right, guys. Give me something. All right. Here's Mustillo moving down around a back marker. Hopefully, once Pete cars actually start pulling into the pits, things will sort of get a little crazy. Actually, I say that, and I see Jake Finn has actually already pitted and is one of the quicker guys on the grid. So, we'll be watching him to make some moves. Man, Steve, I love that. I love that livery. I just think the skeleton is so cool. The white YouTube stream is showing Project Cars. Like it's just saying Project Cars. It just says it. It's not actually broadcasting someone else's Project Cars stream, right? I know that's a really dumb question. Miguel Mata says, hit the pace car. Oh, okay, that's a bit of a, that's a bummer. And I don't think I'm adept enough to figure out how to change it, and also I don't trust my computer. I'm gonna like pull up the YouTube and then it's gonna freeze the actual race or something. My computer's a dinosaur, guys. Your boy made a fat commission check though. Gonna be getting a new computer. So excited. Ooh, Sloan getting a little slippy out there. Still no one coming into pit, and we're now, well, the pit window's been open for almost 10 minutes now. And again, I would say, Now, I know Richard on the stream last night called me out for saying this, that and he said the undercut is the more effective strategy. And that might be the case in real racing, but over the course of this season in particular, I can say the early pit, when two cars are battling, the car that pits early always loses out. Always loses out. The car that stays out and does the overcut has always gotten the position. I'm not saying you should pull a... Show him a little love. Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Oh my god, did he pull out of the... Holy shit. No, there he is. Dean Solomon and wait till the last absolute second to pit. But I do think you go a little bit further. You know, I'm thinking 2/3 to 3/4 of the way into the pit window. Let's see. Miguel says people will pit at the middle of the race. Reaper says not true. It depends. And again, I'm not claiming to be a. I'm not a Justin Turek in this grid or a Phil Singer. You know, I'm not incredibly fast, esports driver, knowledgeable, or anything like that. I'm just saying, from what I've seen this season, the overcut has been better every time. We got 6 and 5. A little bit of battle here. Oh man, that's Kyle White. Mateo is nowhere to be seen. They were having a great battle. Mateo is now 6 seconds to the win. Ooh, and Kyle White is creeping all up on the professional Perret in that Honda NSX. I'm going to stick here for a minute. Kyle's been showing some pace today. Hop in and double check my mic. Yep, okay, good, good. Miguel says he can't wait to upgrade it, dude. You have no idea. Like, I'm not even kidding. Because I timed it. It took 15 minutes for my computer to start ACC today for the broadcast. Not even kidding. From the time I hit start in Steam until it was actually like in the menu, able to click stuff, was 15 minutes. Ooh, Kyle White into the pits. All right, so it's Kyle White and Perret. We're going to put this to the test right now. I predict Kyle will not get Perret based on the results of the last week, you know, the rest of the season. Perret's staying out. He's going to... it always works out. I don't know. I can't think of a reason why, honestly. Maybe the tires warming up. But they're blanketed. So I really can't think of a... No. I mean, I don't have an SSD either. I have a really, like... I got my computer for like $500 from my friend. And it's got like a 1080 in it. It's bad. It's an Alienware, so it, you know, at one point in time was good, but that was, you know, the before time. Let's see if we can find something going on. Not really. I mean, 5 and 6. Mateo and Solomon. So we're about halfway through the pit window now, guys. And about halfway through the race as well. Mateo v. White instead, we're saying we should look at. Instead of Mateo v. Well, I feel that because it's Perret. It is Perret, and he's a pro driver. Okay, that makes more sense, actually. I agree with that, absolutely. Now, Mateo had, I think it was like it was between 4 to 5 second gap, I think, to White. There we go. So we gotta wait and see when Mateo pits where he comes out relative to White. Fizzy Bubbly with a drive-through. That's track limits. Wow, that's, I don't even know where you're struggling with track limits on. Like, not to throw some shade, but I didn't get a single warning. Maybe the last turn. I'd see you cutting that corner pretty easily. Mateo hunting down. That is Richard in front of him. Richard has pit though, and Mateo hasn't pit, so. But not a great race for Mateo. I mean, Richard. Double check the mic. Gotta make sure always, because my mic sucks. It's not even my mic, it's my cord. I don't know. I don't know where the hell my XLR cable is. I've been getting cursed with ordering things off Amazon lately, and they come in like 2-3 weeks later. Oh man, that reminds me, Justin, I meant to tell you, if you watch this back, that samurai sword handbrake thing I got off Amazon, oh, that works like a charm, and it's cheap, like way cheaper than a regular handbrake. But I would not recommend buying the shifters off Amazon. I would definitely get a brand name shifter off Amazon, but a handbrake, I think you're fine. Fizzy's drive-through is gonna benefit Abdul now that I think about it, though. Let's take a look at what we're talking about here. So, because Abdul, where's he at right now? He's in the pits. Fizzy has served his drive-through, but would still have to pit again. And that would put Abdul into second place, which might be enough to claim the championship. And Mateo actually still hasn't to pit as well, so keep an eye on that. Here's our boy Kyle White, currently in 11th place. Ooh, Jake Finn looks like he's about to make an overtake. Again, this is outside of class, you know, pro on AM. But I love watching the... Someone told me, is that volumetric fog why I got that weird, like... Only when they come into the turns that you can see it, but it's like, almost a ghost behind the car. Reaper says Abdul will come out third after everyone cycles. Third and fastest lap would be good enough for Abdul. All right, let's find our boy Mateo. Still hasn't pit. And we've got 12 minutes left. If I were racing right about, I would be pitting right about now to the 8-minute mark, I think is my window, my actual pit window. As you see Solomon come into the pits, so maybe he heard Richard in last night's stream. That's pretty early for Solomon to come into the pits. That's Julius Tan says that's your anti-aliasing setting. Oh, thanks, Paul. I feel like I'm not doing a great job commentating, mainly because I don't know. I feel like I have a hard time talking when there's not action. Not that I don't love to hear myself talk. It's just I don't know what you guys want to hear me talk about. And you know, obviously we're ORL, so like I don't want to just talk about random shit that I'm interested in. Reaper says it's about time, Dean. Dude, everybody's been yelling at him for weeks. Like seasons, man. Seasons. Richard literally, like if you watch the broadcast from last night, Richard literally says they've been trying to tell him that forever. Like, Dean, stop pitting so early or late. You know, Kyle White moving up, but it's just on Dean because he's in the pits. Where's Mateo? Mateo has yet to pit. Mariage, Perret, and Mateo have yet to pit. Ryan Luke has yet to pit as well. Those are looking like the only real cars that have yet to pit. So let's see how this breaks down. Kyle White is next to the car in front of them, right? There's no way that's the car in front of them. But maybe. As Paul comes into pit. Where's Guillermo Perret? He's here. Mateo is... it is the car in front of them. Reaper says he drives for my team. All right, Reaper, what's your ORL name? Like, that's the other thing is most of you guys have different commentator name, you know, different chat names than names on here. So, like, I won't know you unless, you know. So are you, let's see, Dean's normal teammate. I can't think of it, but you drive a McLaren. The other back roads racer. Why can't I think of your name? If I guarantee you, if I saw your livery, I would remember your name immediately. So Mateo's into the pits. Mateo's into the pits. This is the moment we've been waiting for, folks. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Derek Anderson. God damn it. Yes. God damn it. I fucking knew it. I see, as soon as... God damn it. Why aren't you racing? Why are you watching but not racing? Saying don't drive... I swear you were driving the McLaren. And I only had, like, part of your livery. Like almost all of the season. Like just your sponsors. It was a carbon fiber paint job with sponsors on top of it. Preparing for the 6th hour. All right, Mateo out of the pits. Kyle White is to the wind, I believe. Oh, and he's got him, actually. Kyle White 16 seconds ahead now? So Mateo definitely lost out some time. Perret. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Sorry about that, Paul. Sorry about that, Paul's family. I'm usually pretty good about that. You did tell me, Reaper. You did tell me. But I still feel like Perret is going to come out ahead of White. Like, I feel like we also got, you know, And Dean got by Mateo on the undercut as well, he says. Yeah, he did. That he did. That he did. Indeed. I would say Dean's best lap is faster than Mateo's, so Dean might be pacing. Actually, yeah, their last lap, Dean was 2 seconds faster, so. Mateo might be struggling a little bit getting the tires up. I'm not sure. All right, let's see if we can. God damn, there is. I mean, god dang, there is no car next to another car on track. Oh, wait. These cars are really close. Actually, so close that I can't even see them. And it is for position. This is a battle for position, folks. I think Richard's going to get it done pretty easily, though. Oh, but he hits that sausage curb. Oh, right as I say that, he gets commentator cursed. Richard looked like he had it done smoothly into that corner, and then I jinxed him. That's another problem we ran into, and a good thing to point out as well, Julius, is that yes, last night everybody was saying, I might need to up your pressures and stuff. Granted, my pressures were up pretty high on my setup, so I didn't up my pressures, and I didn't think I had honestly, if anything, I think I needed to bump them down. Again, I'm not very knowledgeable, though, so, like, I was, like, maybe having a little bit of blue, like a teeny bit of blue on my tires, light blue on the, like, the outside of my tires the entire time, but we were basically at, what is it, 27? 27 is the PSI? This, I know 7 is the last number. I was like at 27 or above, so. It might be, is 47? I don't know. But I felt like, if anything, I might need to turn them down. For my, it's right, it's 27 above PSI is what it is, and once you get above 27 PSI, it kind of gets a little hard to control, but you also got to worry about temperatures as well, right? So Julius says because the track dropped 3 degrees, he would set his tires higher. That's... Oh my god, that's got to be contact. That's got to be contact. No contact there. Terrible camera angle. Terrible camera angle. So, but that is interesting. I would, me personally, I wouldn't think 3 degrees is enough to make a difference. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even think I could tell the difference in 3 degrees in the air. I probably, maybe in water, could be able to tell the difference in 3 degrees. Hooray and Ryan Luke still have yet to pit, and we've got 2.5 minutes left on the pit window. So they are really going for the long con, if you will. See Justin Turek navigating some blue flags. Love Justin's livery. Very, very tasteful. I don't know if he did that himself or had it done by someone, but it's a great livery. That's Selig and Ryan Luke battling in the background. That's who that is. Ryan Luke is the other car that has yet to pit as well. So he's on hurt tires. I think he started at like the back of the grid though. Let me see. P19s are pretty much back of the grid. Julius Tan, more so if you take tires in your pit stop, adjust the PSI of the new tire. Yeah, see, that's what I was like thinking, because that's what I did last night. Was I took new tires, but I was like, it's getting colder, but my tires PSI were still at like 27 or higher most of the time. Granted, I'm not the best driver and was cutting loose a little bit. Been known to catch a drift or two in my time. But yeah, I didn't change my tires at all, and I felt like I didn't have an issue, really. But again, I'm trying to think of something I'm actually good at that I would understand the difference in. And I can't. I guess like soccer cleats is all I can think of. Understanding, feeling, you know, once you get good at something, you can tell the difference, whereas like a newbie won't be able to tell the difference. Dean is catching Cryle. Let's take a look, see. He is. Wow, Cryle got back up to 8. So decent. Let's see. Dean's best time is a 1:29.3. Cryo's best time is a 1:28.9. So Cryo's got the fastest lap. But their last lap was Cryo was a 1:30 flat, and Dean was a 1:29.9. So. And I just saw that, yeah. Julius Tan says Perez is in the pits. Where is he at? There he is. Kyle White got Perez as well. So I think that's all the confirmation we need. This is the first time I've seen it all week or all season, but definitely on Red Bull Ring, the undercut is more effective. Take a look-see here at the track map, see if we can get any kind of a battle. I don't even care if it's just no. Man, no. Are there? Why are people dropping out? No, they aren't. Never mind. That's a lie. They're just really far back. Shout out to our boy Luscombe, who we're on this tail wing of. He's in like 6th place in the championship standing, but tough weekend for our guy. I don't know why Autopilot is obsessed with keeping me on this freaking camera. As we see Justin Turek and Richard, I think he kind of got out of his way a little bit. He certainly doesn't have to. Autopilot's still going, yeah, autopilot's still going good. Oh no, Barovit's off in the back. Oh no, Neil. Oh no. We caught that, Neil, just so you know. That's forever recorded and broadcasted. Man, Autopilot let me down here. That is Perez. What is Perez's gap to Kyle? Wow, Perez is 13 seconds behind Kyle? Holy shit. So, again, sorry, Paul. The undercut is very powerful at Red Bull Ring. Is what we have learned today, folks. But, like, everyone, and I came into it saying, oh, the overcut They're way more powerful every time. I've seen it every time this season. The guy that did the overcut is gonna make more. No, this race specifically has been the exact opposite. Every undercut has made up 10 seconds or more. That is nutso. That adds a whole nother level of complexity here. So you think this is Solomon? Trying to get around Berovich. Berovich should be blue flag. Does it cleanly. That was a nice shot. Really like that shot. Oh, yo, chat. Questions for you guys. I had the thought, would it be fun to do like a, once all the championships are done, if I can get everybody signed up, like top 10, top 15, however many really fast guys we have, and do a race featuring the fastest Americas and Euro drivers. I'm not sure if, actually, most of you guys don't watch the Euro. Nah, I was gonna say, I'm not sure how many of you comment or watch Euro, but actually I am, because I commentate it, and most of you don't. And there are some really fast guys in Euro. Like, Kosniak for sure, but even the BSR boys, or BGR, I always mess up their team name. Depending on the track, like Ozakir a week or two ago was incredibly fast. I didn't catch last week's race, but they all might smoke. Nah, I'm not gonna say smoke because that makes it sound. But they all might beat Clayton or Turek, or Luke, Paul. They're all putting in crazy fast times. Not gonna lie, if I was a betting man, I'd bet on Kosniak. Sorry, boys. Anybody chat, anybody you want me to hop on board with, just let me know. Happy to do so. Got about 20 minutes left in the race. Rio having a rough weekend. Usually performs quite a bit better than this. David Mustillo sitting second place. Even with all that damage on his car. I guess a lot of it is dirt and marbles and stuff. Oh, what? Like, but what is that black mark on the back of his car? You know what I mean? That's gotta be, I assume, damage. Hitting something, but I don't know. While things are kind of in a lull right now, just wanna feel the room. Granted, though, there's only like 3 of you guys in here. And you guys play WRC? I feel like that would be a pretty easy addition to our league that I could organize myself. Being as you won't need stewards for it. You certainly don't need live stewards for it. I know there's people like myself, Justin. I know there's quite a few people that like that style of driving. Maybe not enough to be like, I'd compete in WRC, but I feel like if I was able to get WRC up and going, I think they would compete. That'd be something you'd be interested in. Steve Sloan trying to find a way around Selick, who has just been struggling all race. Come on, autopilot, you suck. Be a nice little on-track battle. The red and white McLaren versus the red and white Ferrari. Looks like Selig might be getting a little bit of breathing room, maybe stretch his legs, maybe just a little bit, pull away. Yeah, I mean, now it definitely looks like he's pulling away. Oh, but there it is. Sloan catches right back up, which is kind of how I remember driving the McLaren last night. Specifically that corner, I made up a ton of time, I remember. I was also making up a ton of time down the straights. Despite, I believe the McLaren on this track has like the highest ballast. I think it had like 22 kilos. I don't know if that's kilos or whatever. At 22 foreign units, we'll say. I feel like a kilogram. Isn't that like really heavy? Kilo is like 1,000, right? For sure. Oh, Kyle White plummeting down because he's in the pits again. Oh, no. What happened? Kyle White is number 251. I don't see anything. That would have indicated that Kyle White needed to pit a second time. Really wondering what happened there. Okay, just under 50 pounds. Okay, so it's more than a pound, but it's not like, oh, shit ton. It's not a lot. You know, like I was thinking, like I feel like a kilogram is like half a ton or something, but no, it's not. Okay, it's more than a pound. I think it's so weird. British people get weighed in stones. Like what? Get out of here. What? Stones. It's also kind of dope though, because it's like, you know, that came about because people were like, stand on this teeter-totter and we'll see how many stones you weigh. Check up on Justin Turek. Way out in front. The more, actually, now that I think about it, the bigger question is, where is Abdul? Abdul is in third place. Unfortunately, I won't be able to tell if he has fastest lap for. I guess I could do the math. Mateo and Burns are the only people in front of him. So let's take a look here as we see Abdul battling with Murillo, but they aren't in the same class. Burns' lap is a 129.8. Mateo's a 129.355. And Abdul is a 129.357. So currently, by 2,000ths of a second, Abdul will miss out on the championship. If he can improve his lap time by 2,000ths of a second, he wins the AM championship. And that would make him rookie champion, AM champion, back to back. Let's go, Abdul. Go win pro next year. Julius, that's what I was wondering as well. That was my thought. That was the only thing I could think of as to why Kyle had come into the pits, was because of fuel. I was like, I bet he didn't get his fuel right. Because I do remember, because I calculated for the extended stint, and when I was getting ready to come into the pits, it was looking like I wasn't going to have enough fuel to finish the race. So I added a little bit before I came in. What was I about to do before that? I can't remember. Oh, yeah. I gotta go tell Abdul. All right, I am back, folks. Sorry about that. I know Abdul would do the same for me, so I had to tell him, like, yo, you need to just be a teeny bit faster and you can win the championship. And Mateo, I mean, you're not fighting for the championship anyway, but so I guess it doesn't matter. But I would do the same for anybody. If anybody was fighting for the championship. Cooper, for example, the roles reversed. I did the same thing for you. I just love the battle. I think you guys caught up to that with my commentating so far throughout the season. I've been wishing for, I hope this happens to so-and-so so we get a good fight. Meh. Man, we're getting some sick shots of Murillo and Abdul, though, right now. I really like that one. So that's what it is, though, is autopilot just does it way better. So finding the correct autopilot prioritizations is all that I need to do. Take this time as we come into our final 12 minutes of the race to remind you guys how you can show your love for ORL. We're on Kick. Please give us a follow. We're trying to get to 75 followers. That would be like the biggest one, honestly, for us, is if everybody in the league could just follow us on Kick. we'd be there. And then Kick pays us the most out of all the streaming platforms. So obviously being paid the most allows us to do the most things for the racers and everything. Like, we're not doing this for profit. We're just doing this to be able to do stuff. So, you know, break even, so to speak. So give us a follow on Kick, please. And then obviously YouTube, like and subscribe. Major. We are on Twitch now as of last night, though granted this broadcast won't be on Twitch because for some reason I wasn't able to get that going. So like and subscribe on Twitch, give us a Prime sub on Twitch, and then Patreon, last but not least, multiple tiers of membership on there, coming with multiple different benefits. You get coaching, custom liveries, esports coaching, so many things. I think there's even DLCs included, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to say DLCs, but there's other things. Well, it's not DLCs, but it's it might be what are the things for AC mods? There we go. But yeah, definitely worth checking out if you guys haven't. As we see Mario trying to get around Abdul, but Abdul doing a great job of holding his own. As every time Mario fucking friggin' dips to the inside. I'm sorry. Every time Mario dips to the inside, Abdul able to hold that outside line. What? No, what? Julius Tan has just notified me that a tier of Patreon comes with ACC Drive. I was never given ACC Drive. It's weird. I seem to like never get the benefits that the highest tier comes from, despite having paid for it. Granted, I haven't renewed my membership, but that'll happen tomorrow. But yeah, I paid for it, and they added a bunch of features after I paid for it. So yeah, if you pay for that $50 a month tier on Patreon, you get some dope stuff, guys. Anybody chat? Anybody you want me to check in on? Castro, I know, had some fans in the chat. He's still sitting in 4th place. There he is. You see the cast on it. Love that shot. R-start. I love the way his livery looks like a microchip. But man, getting back to what Julius Tan said, that's pretty upsetting. Considering the fact that I pay for ACC TV to be able to do this. Check Selig, please. Heard you, Max. Selig has not been having a great race. He started in P9. He's down to P16. Sloan does have a bit of a train going. Sloan is making that card wide. Selig has been stuck behind Sloan for basically the entire second stint. As I see something on my screen here, P7, is that what that is? Where are you at, P7? And then we have this battle on track as well. This is Cryo and Pere. Oh my god, seriously, the second I jumped off, it happened? No. He did. Alright, let's replay it. Let's replay it. I can get it. 30 seconds. Should do it. Oh. Guys, is it frozen for you? Okay, now it should be unfrozen. And Fizz is already around him. So he missed the overtake. Try to get the overtake. but I think my computer was frozen for the part that was the overtake. Steve, Sloan, and Selig have a caution? Everything looks okay now. As we see, I think that's Kyle White trying to navigate his way around Selig. Oh my gosh, guys. Kyle White appears to have had an accident and has dropped all the way back to 17th place. Let's take a look, guys. Here's the instant replay. Gosh, dang it. I clicked the wrong one. Wow, actually, I don't even have an incident for Kyle White. So sorry to shame you, Barovitz. I don't know what happened to Kyle. 251. I don't see a 25. So yeah, I can't get us an update on what happened. As Selig gets around Kyle White now as well, but Sloan well off into the distance of Selig. All right, we got 4 minutes left, guys. Unfortunately, not a lot unfolding positionally. Let's see where the battle is going to be. I think it's right here, honestly. We've got 17 and 16. Selig and White are going to be the battle. 7 and 6, kind of close, but not as close as these guys are. Abdul's got some pressure from Murillo. Let's check up on him. Abdul in third place with... I don't understand how his best lap got worse. His best lap used to be a 129 something. And now it's a 130 flat? So I'm not sure how this math is working. Wait. I think one of these tells me. Oh wait, hang on. Does anybody know the timetable input? Oh god. Is it O? It might be O? P. Damn. I can't figure it out. I swore there was the last. Oh wait, figure it out. Just get blue flag. How far off of Burns is it? Abdul's only, he's only 2 seconds off of Burns, but he's got a lap or two left. But that is Burns in front of him. But if Abdul can get Burns, that is game, set, and match on the championship. Where are they on track right now? They're only going to get one more lap. I want to remind you guys again, we got Red Bull Ring 6 hours on Saturday. Please stop by, check it out. If those of you that aren't competing, if you want to compete, registry is still open. Feel free to sign up. Love to have you. I think there's over 30 teams on the grid right now. So pretty good grid. But that will be on Saturday again. Please stop by and check it out. We've got a commentator team, so there will always be one of us commentating. Definitely not looking forward to breaking that news to my girlfriend because I haven't told her. I didn't hear last final lap, leaders on the final lap, so I might have been wrong. And they might get an extra lap, and Abdul is less than a second behind him. But he can't get around. I think that's Mastillo in front of him. We're going to hop on board with Justin. Well, the race is still going, and Justin is, I think, going to cross the line in time, so I think they will get one more lap in. Yes, they will.
Leaders on final lap now.
So all eyes are on you, Abdul. No pressure. Oh, man, and the gap has grown to 1.8 seconds. It is showing Mateo has fastest lap by half a second. Again, though, the ACC TV reading I'm getting for fastest lap is not accurate, though. So I know Abdul has a faster lap that is being shown right now. And Mastillo is coming into play now. Mastillo has gotten around, is going to get around Burns and slow him down. You see Abdul catch right up to him. Oh, no! And Abdul has gone wide in the camera angle. Oh. Unfortunately, I think that will be it for Abdul's championship hopes. We will have to wait and see, however, fastest lap may seal it for him. We'll have to wait and see on how that plays out. On board with Mastillo. I missed Turek crossing the line in first place. Sorry about that, Turek. Mastillo crosses the line in first place, or second place. See if I can hop on board. There's Paul Mariage in third place. I think that's going to seal his position as well. In third place for the championship. There's fourth place Castro. Crossing the line in 14th, we see Steve Sloan. In 15th, we've got Fizzy. In 5th, we've got Jake Finn. In 16th place, Selig. 17th place coming across the line right now. We've got Kyle White. Unfortunate. Great race from the lad. Unfortunate finish. In 19th place, Ryan Luke. Coming on across. Close for the battle is Phil Cryo in Perret. In 5th and 6th place, Dean Solomon in 8th place. And finishing it out, last but not least, Ian Luscombe. Coming across the start-finish straight right now. And that is going to do it for GT America and Odyssey Racing League Season 10. Clayton Filsinger will be your leader, or your finisher. Let me see. Let me double check here. I can confirm. Oh, wrong window. Go to Pro. Turek will be your second place finisher. I think Paul might have overtaken Justin, but we'll have to wait and see. Unfortunately, guys, well, I'll shoot a message and see if I can. Well, Clayton's not even here, so I was actually told not to interview anybody other than the champion winner by Richard. So with that, you guys, we'll have to let you go. Thank you for everything that you do, making all of this possible. Spectating. Stewards, most importantly, let's not forget about the stewards, the unsung heroes of all of this, and then the racers, of course. I'm Nate Schreiber, and I'll see you next season.